All right, well, we're back at Mr. Rodder's neighborhood, and if you can't tell, I'm wearing the same get up that I was on the last video. That's because I've been working pretty much all day, and I'm going to make a second video now in the same day. So I got the same dirt on my face, the same sweatshirt on, and the same project. So we're still again working on the super stock Buick Special, the 63 Special Skylark. But so far, like I listed out the big major things I was working on. You know, the transmission tunnel's got to come out, power steering to manual steering conversion. I got to change over the column. I got to put a pedal bucket in it for to work with a clutch linkage. And so the first one I've tackled today, well, later this afternoon from the previous video, was the power steering to manual steering conversion, right? So I have I've spent the afternoon, I got the power steering box out of the car, and what a freaking chore that is. All of the nuts and stuff are inside the frame with some access holes, and it's just, you know how that works out. It never works out. I finally got it out, and well, here's something I'm going to do that's quite interesting, because I pulled it out. I'm like, good Lord, this sucker's freaking heavy. And so I decided, well, we're going to weigh the difference, right? Because this is why you do it. It's not just so much for the weight savings. It's also for the possibility of failure, right? If your power steering pump goes bad and you're racing, well, I just go out there and cut the belt off. But, it's another thing to fail. And that's why no one ran power steering in drag racing. It took power to turn it, and it was just another thing to fail, right? So we're converting it over to manual, but to take this power steering box out, I realized it was super heavy once I got it out. I'm like, well, you know what? It's cool. Let's weigh them up and see what the actual difference is, because there is a considerable difference between them. So I'm going to flip the camera around, and we're getting to weigh in the steering boxes. So stay tuned. All right, so here's our power steering box, directly fresh out of the 63 Special. Like I said, this car was heavily optioned. It had the power steering, and that's it. So, well, I don't know. I think the automatic was probably an option as well. So it did have the dual path 2-speed automatic, which was a steaming POS, and you would have been much better off with a manual 3-speed like the T85 3-speed or the T10 4-speed. But so this is our optional power steering from a 63 Special, and there is a desirable aftermarket for these, because a lot of the cars, especially the V6 cars, because this was the car that introduced the V6 Buick to the world, the Fireball V6, which was Fireball V8 with 2 cylinders cut off. So there's the origin story of your Buick 231 V6 or 3800, or however you want to look at it, 3.8 liter Grand National motor. It all stemmed from this car, the very first car that had the Fireball V6. But a lot of those cars came with this style manual steering box. And if you notice, this manual steering box is pretty glossy and shiny looking, and that's because it's made entirely of aluminum. So in comparison, there's a huge difference here. One, this power steering box is cast iron, and this one is aluminum. So there's going to be a drastic difference. But also, if you notice, the size is considerably larger on the power steering box than it is that manual steering box. But the other thing is, you got to take into account that with this power steering box, you also had a power steering pump, the brackets, the pulley, the belt, the whole 9 yards. So you're not really getting a comparison of how much weight you're saving. You're probably saving double what that power steering box weighs. But we're just going to compare the two boxes together. And this is weight you're taking directly off the front of the car, right? So anything you can remove from the front of the car is very desirable in drag racing. It's exponential where the weight comes off the front compared to just carrying weight down the track. It allows the car to react quicker. It allows it to transfer weight to the rear of the car quicker. But without further ado, we're going to go ahead and weigh this dude up. So I got my home scale here. Yeah, I weighed myself up on this morning, so I know it's fairly accurate. But I just got myself a terry towel there just so it doesn't get all gooned up with whatever crap is on this thing. So we're going to weigh it and find out what this thing really weighs. So 29.2 pounds. That 0.2 is probably all the crap that's on it, dirt and all that crap. But, all right, so 29.2 pounds. All right. Ugh. God, thing is heavy. All right, so here goes the manual steering box. And let's see if the scale will clear, or if I can just add it on. All right, they wouldn't even weigh it to begin with because it's so light. 12.6 pounds. So just some quick math there tells you from 29 to 12, you lost 17 pounds. And that's right off the front. But that does not include your pump, your brackets, all that stuff. So big time difference there. And it's going to get even better because the weight savings hasn't ended yet. We've just begun. So this is directly off the front. We're going to get the weight of the car hopefully around 3,000 to 3,200 pounds complete. But this is just a piece of the puzzle that gets you there. It's all the stuff that adds up over time. Wait till you see what I do with some of these parts. Okay, so all right, stay tuned, and the next video will be up here in the next couple of days. See you later. Make sure you like and subscribe, Mr. Rodder's Neighborhood, so you can catch up on this 63 Buick Special build. And here's what she looks like all mounted up.